For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. My name is Paul Dingeman. It is June, and that means things are happening in St. Clair and up and down the river, but we're going to concentrate on St. Clair today. So what I want you to do is run right out to the kitchen and get yourself a piece of paper and a pencil and come on back, and we'll give you 20 seconds. And we're going to talk about what's going on in St. Clair. Next week we'll have some people here to talk about the garden tour, and then Marine City will be stopping by, so we'll have lots of information for you. But today we want to talk about St. Clair and what's going to happen. Mr. Ulatowski, the president, chief bottle washer and cook of the St. Clair Chamber of Commerce, is along to talk about June, July, and August.
Yep, and there's a lot of events, and once again, thank you for having us on.
Glad to have you.
Love this to do this. And you're looking at one of the events right here that's coming up right next weekend.
Let's talk first, the very first one, a new event.
Correct.
Called Throttle Down Bike Concert. Throttle, throw that slide up, guys, if you can. June 17th, noon to 11 p.m.
Yep.
And where is it going to be?
It's going to be right down in the plaza.
Okay.
We hope to have this year about 200 to 300 motorcycles coming in.
200 to 300 motorcycles.
200 to 300 motorcycles. Last year we had a little over 100. We got the word out there, so we're hoping to see that. And if you didn't see it last year, coming in was just absolutely amazing.
What was the sight? What was the spectacle?
You had about 75 bikes coming in all at one time, all making that noise, just making the nice ride and parking, looking at their bikes. So it was just a great start to the event.
Oh, so people park them, then you walk around and
then
look
you
at
walk
them,
around and look at them.
just like they do with the antique cars.
Correct. But we're just trying something different, trying to get a different crowd in here.
Yeah.
So we have bands all day for that. We have a few vendors. And just sit down and enjoy yourself. You do not have to be a biker to come. Anyone's welcome.
But it's all day, from noon to 2 to 11.
Yep.
Music, food, drinks, specials, vendors, and more in the plaza. Sponsored by you, Wellington Financer, War Water, and the Chamber.
Yep.
It's a cute idea. People don't understand how much investment people have in those bikes.
Those, I was shocked to see some of them are up $60,000, $70,000.
No.
For a motorcycle.
No.
And yes, and they absolutely are.
$60,000.
Yeah. And they're the nicest people in the world on there.
They have to be.
So they're just like you and I, but their passion is riding bikes.
Right.
We want them to be a destination for St. Clair, and we're going to try to do a second portion of this on August 12th.
Okay.
And that's going to be more of a charity ride. So we'll give you much more information on that.
Where did these guys come out and ladies come out of?
Most of them are coming down from the Mount Clemens area, coming up.
Okay.
On there. About 4 different riding groups got together, and so they've already made their plans on how they're going to get here. They're going to give us the route, but they're going to come up, on M29 and make the big hurrah.
Oh, wonderful.
On there. So that's going to be a fantastic event.
Okay. And then the next one the next flyer I've got is St. Clair, and this is the big one for you.
Yes.
This is St. Clair Rockin' in the Plaza, which is now in its 3rd year.
3rd year.
There was a young man, a young boy by the name of Jeffrey Boehm, I believe his name is, that got involved in this 2 or 3 years ago.
Yep.
And kicked it off, and now you guys are
and now we're
still
helping each other out, and it's growing. I think we have 120 shows this year.
No.
Yep, and we've got them on
120
different
shows. Events from June through August.
Through August.
You don't go through September?
If the weather's nice enough, we're extending it through September.
Okay.
So
here we go. That's it. Rockin' in the Plaza. Yep. June 8th through the 11th, week 3. You're going to have a live DJ, the Meldrum Brothers, David Lenarski, a world famous performer, and Paul Schunk also. Good. They're going to be here on the June 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. And talk to me about this one.
This is just going to be an exciting show. I think we had Dave on one time last year. Yeah. Great turnout, so we brought them back. We just love to see a lot of the locals talent come out for this. So it's just going to keep building after this, and then starting next month, they're going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with the DJ coming on Wednesday.
Okay.
So we're going to add more.
DJ is a new addition.
DJ is a new addition, just to have a little bit more background music.
Yeah.
When we're down there.
Okay.
And we're also trying to bring this over to Rotary Park. Starting in July.
Into Rotary Park.
Yeah, we're going to go on that side down
Which
Clinton.
is down by
the marina.
By the marina.
We're going to be there.
Burger King and LaCroix.
And LaCroix and Murphy's.
Yeah.
You know, so there'll be Friday night from 5 to 9, Saturday and Sunday from about noon to 3.
So there'll be different groups than the ones in the plaza.
Correct. We're trying to go towards more the boating style of music.
Okay.
Just to let them enjoy, just so we have, our marina's different.
Okay.
So we're trying to throw a little bit on that side to see how that goes.
So this one is June 15th to the 18th of week 4.
Yep.
Live DJ, Los Gringos, Planet of Fun, Foster and Lewis. I'm not familiar with Foster and Lewis.
I think we brought them in last year, and they were a big hit. Also with Planet of Fun. So we're starting to bring those back just like we did on the last one. So these are the ones people want to see, and these are the ones we're bringing back.
Okay. All right. And then what we got next? Is there a week 5 there? No? Let me see. Well, okay. Well, we'll just keep going along. The concerts are free.
Concerts are free.
Do I have to bring my own chair?
It would be helpful.
Okay.
There's places to sit on the grass, but bring your own chair. There's plenty of room, for that also. Right underneath the pergolas, you can still sit out in the grass. I think I was there on Saturday night for Alan Turner, and there must have been 100 people in chairs.
Okay.
So bring your own chair.
Animals, dogs?
You can bring your dogs.
Okay.
We pet-friendly area right there, so more than welcome to bring them down.
Okay. And of course, the restaurants, the lounges are all open and ready to serve?
You betcha. And most of them down there are top sponsors of this event. So this is all sponsored. This is why we make it free. So we get a lot of the city members, a lot of the city businesses helping out with this. So that's how we're able to do this.
Okay. Then coming up at the end of July, the 28th through the 30th, is a little thing called the Offshore Powerboat Race group. Here is a picture of that. St. Clair River Classic Powerboat Race. They had a big meeting here today.
Yes.
With the fire department and the Coast Guard and everybody.
Yep.
Excuse me. I'll let you take over.
And with all of that, now we're making sure that we have all the medical teams in place. We have all the approvals that we need to, both from Canada through Detroit with the river, making sure that we're able to, take care of all of the boats that are coming through on there. So it's just another great event. I think this year we're going to have about 14 to 15 hospitality tents.
Wow.
But we're also going to have a lot of room for the public who doesn't have the ability to get into a tent. So we're leaving a lot of space open down by Voyager on there. Also, right across from there, what we're adding is a family fun zone type thing.
Oh.
So we're going to have the bouncy houses, the big slides. We're having a couple, I think it's Goodfellas and Liquid Gold, a couple of other vendors down there with some picnic tables, just so you can enjoy down there, and it's not always about the boat races, it's about everything there. So that's a couple more things that we've added this year.
And it's an all-day event. It really starts on Thursday, and with testing and et cetera along the coastline.
On Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. And the boat count, they really never have a firm boat count until the weekend.
Correct.
But it'll probably be 50 boats plus.
That's what they were talking about today. Just over 50, which would be a fantastic turnout once again for us.
Well, it's another spectacular site. And,
right.
And over the years, they brought it down to a smaller course so that everybody can see it.
Yes.
You can see the start, you can see the finish, you can see them going around, and it makes it more, fantastic.
Correct. So it's, like I said, just another fantastic event for everyone to come down to and enjoy.
Okay. So that brings us up into August. Maybe we'll have you back by then. And
that would be great. We'll have the next round of events that we're doing for the end of the year.
Okay. His name is Ulithowski.
I appreciate
it. Good
Paul.
Irishman.
Thank you so much for having us on again.
I appreciate it. I love having you here because the people got to take a piece of paper and pencil and write down all this information, because if we meet anybody this year that says there's nothing to do in St. Clair, we just say, here's
the paper
list
on there.
Okay?
So once again, thank you so much.
Okay, good seeing you.
Good seeing you. Have a good
Brian
one.
Uchtowski, that's the guy. And then we've got another guy coming up that's going to talk to us about a homecoming, a classic homecoming in St. Clair. His name is Todd Bigger. Stay tuned. Well, our last interview, you heard that things are kicking off in June and July, and I suggested that you get a piece of paper and a pen and write down what was happening then, but keep that piece of paper and pen, because joining us now is a friend, Mr. Todd Bigger, a retired principal of Washington Elementary, a St. Clair resident for years and years and years, and you are the instigator, call you an instigator, of a wonderful thing called the St. Clair Hometown Reunion, second anniversary, second run through. And it's going to run from August 23rd through August 27th, Wednesday through Sunday. Tell me all about it. What's happening?
Okay, it starts on Wednesday with a kickoff at the American Legion.
Oh, good.
On
good.
Clinton Avenue. We're going to have some music. We're going to have food from the 60 styles.
Okay.
A&W used to have a great burger called the Jobo Burger, and we've been working with his daughter, the owner,
Yeah.
and she lives in Marysville, and we are working with one of the past cooks, and we've been mastering the Jobo Burger, and also he had a special recipe for onion rings.
His A&W was located down past where the Speedy Q is now on River Road.
Correct, right on that property.
And it was there for years and years and years until they decided to sell the property and became a gas station.
Yep, I think it burned down.
Oh, did it burn down?
At that time, Joe Papchak, the owner, was ready to retire, and he never reopened.
Okay.
But
his hamburgers were famous.
Oh, his Jobo Burger especially. So we're duplicating the Jobo Burger.
Okay.
We're getting everything exactly the same, including the bun that he steamed.
Oh.
We got a steamer that's being brought back from that period of time that still works.
Oh, wow.
That'll be steaming the bun and doing everything exactly the way Joe did.
Oh my, you're making me hungry.
Yeah, and we're doing a foot-long hot dog in the style of the shrimp boat foot-long hot dog. We're doing, fries, traditional from the past. We're doing A&W root beer floats. We're doing St. Mary's style sloppy joes. We're having a variety of good food that.
Is that only on Wednesday?
Nope. Wednesday night is a kickoff.
Okay.
So when the music starts and the food is there, that's in the afternoon, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
But into the evening, the food will be available.
Okay.
Thursday and Friday also, food will be available at the Legion, the same menu.
Same menu?
Yes, so people, if they miss either day, can come in whatever time works for them.
Good.
The Legion has been great, in helping support.
Yeah, they're good people.
Support this program.
Good people.
The Wednesday in the afternoon, we're having a Mahjong tournament.
Wow.
Which is a Chinese tile game.
Yeah.
Game that people, mainly women, play.
Right.
But everybody's welcome, and we have a set amount. Information is on the flyer. The flyer is down at the library. All the flyers they talk about today are available in the library.
Okay.
So we wanted to make it accessible with one spot where people could go pick up the information, and if they want to sign it in or sign up, they can send it in to me, or they can drop it right there at the library when they're there.
All right.
The cost and everything is included on the sheet. And when it starting time is available. So Mahjong is the first on Wednesday.
There's a lot of people doing Mahjong now.
Correct.
So that'll be good. This is a tournament, so.
That's correct.
Okay, you going to have prizes at the end? Or?
And we will have prizes, absolutely.
Okay.
For all the events we have prizes.
Okay, all right, now next.
Next we have Thursday. In the daytime we have euchre.
Oh.
And euchre will be hosted at the American Legion. There's a group that plays there on a regular basis. But we're going to expand it and make it a tournament. And again, there will be prizes. Food will be a part of that process for people to sign up for it. They'll have the opportunity when break time comes to have the menu and order, and then we'll continue playing. So that's in the afternoon. On Thursday evening, the program is set for cornhole, and we're marking off the parking lot to set up 8 play areas for cornhole.
Wonderful.
And, yeah, we can take up to 72 people.
Wow.
So it should be a great turnout.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to have the menu open and the bar is going to be available. So they'll be able to come into a fenced-in area and enjoy.
Is there a cost to be in the tournament?
Yes.
Okay.
For each tournament, there is a cost. It's right on the sheet that they'll pick up at the library.
But they're not exorbitant, and they're just
No,
They want people to participate.
Yeah,
This
and we want to
covers-
make sure it's
covers
enough
the cost.
to give prizes.
Yeah.
You know, and we have some donations too.
Oh, good.
So an example would be on Friday, we have a golf tournament, a 3-par golf tournament. 2 of the committee members that I'm working with on the golf part of it have marked off the course using a GPS system. And they've taken it down to a 3-par, so any of the 4 or 5 holes are now 3-par. And we're looking forward to this. And
Which course are you using?
Pine Shores.
Pine Shores.
Yes.
But you've marked it down to a 3-par.
It's all 3-par.
Wow.
So people can bring 3 clubs if they wish, or they can bring their clubs if they're on a cart.
Oh, my.
We set that number at 72. So
Yeah.
the first 40 who sign up and come in early on the day of play are able to get a cart. After that, there's 20 carts available. The rest are walkers, but we've reduced the price for the game for those people that end up walking.
Okay.
And
okay.
it's going to be 9 holes.
Yeah.
Afterwards, we're going up to the Legion. We're going to give awards up there. I've traveled around to the different golf courses, and courses like Rattle Run, and local courses, a country club. They've all been very, very helpful and have donated some play on their courses.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
so I have like 9 altogether courses that we'll be using. Some at the golf outing.
As prizes.
Yeah, and some at some of the other outings that they'll have a chance to win some of those prizes too for
Great.
golf. Everybody's been fantastic.
Right.
The times of
Oh, you're a hard guy to refuse.
No, they're good people. Everybody's been so helpful, as far as stopping in and explaining what we're doing and what we wish to do. The monies for the proceeds that would be raised, which will be a little bit, if it's held at the Legion, those proceeds are going to help the veterans and go for town projects that the Legion's involved in.
Oh, good idea.
Yep, and then the Horseshoe is going to be at Adair Bar.
Oh, wonderful. They've
tournament.
got a facility already there.
Oh, yeah, they host a
Yeah.
few of them. And the proceeds for that will go down to Clutch of Parks, Recreate the Park program.
Yep.
And
Todd, you've really
it's
thought
just-
this through.
yeah, it's going to be a good program, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to community involvement.
So we got up to, we go on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday and Sunday.
we're not done on Friday.
You go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't-
Friday after the golf tournament, the class of '68, there's a planned program for them to meet down at the Voyager in the sports bar. And my goal was to have reunions for different classes.
Yeah.
And have because this is not a reunion program as far as classes go.
Right.
But hopefully they would coincide
Right.
with classes wanting to get together and everybody being home. We're working with them. Just a second.
For 68.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, that's what we all do.
I'm jumping ahead.
Right.
The class of 68.
Well, you got a lot on your mind there,
Yeah,
so I can understand.
Mike Laporte, the owner of the Voyager, is a class member of 68. And when asked if he would consider an open house or a happy hour at the sports bar for his class from 4 to 7 p.m., he generously offered and said that would be great.
Yeah.
So we're inviting the class of 68, and they're actually a year behind me in school. We're inviting my class and the class behind them and other classes that knew them and friends of theirs to come into the happy hour and just be a community event celebrating them as a class of
Wonderful.
68, their 55th
Wonderful.
anniversary.
55th anniversary.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So,
wonderful.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And then
Yeah.
we're moving up to the mall. And the music is the Rhodes Band, which is an all-genre band that does a great job and has a good following.
Yeah.
So that'll be in the evening down in the mall to coincide with what the city has set up.
Right.
And the next night, or Saturday, is the golf horseshoe tournament in the morning.
And a deer.
Yes. And in the evening, it's back to the mall for Mingle in the Park is what I call it, or Mingle in the Mall.
Mingle in the mall. I
Yes.
like that.
Yep. And
Mingle in the mall. I like that.
Yeah, so the Mingle in the Mall on Friday night and Saturday night. But Saturday night, it's a country band that was mentioned by the gentleman just before this.
Brian Ulatowski.
Yep, and that's the Alan Turner Band. And the Alan Turner Band is a country band, and they've cut records. You know, they're good. They draw a good crowd. So we know that our public will really enjoy that.
Good.
And Sunday, the last part of it, I thought we wouldn't be able to do a program. I was working on a program for kids and wanted to make them a part of this back to school and everything going on, just have something for them. And my plans fell through. And the person who was a great person who was going to help me with it ended up not being able to help. So
that happens.
Yeah, so in the meantime, I've decided to go ahead with it anyway.
Okay.
And I'm working on that right now. I don't have final plans
We're
on
going to
it.
have you back. So
Okay. So the final plans are to do something down at Clutcha Field.
Oh, good. All
So
right.
the public can come in and see it now before it changes.
Right.
Because it's got so many memories for all of us here in town.
And it's got a wonderful new additions to it, but some memories that everybody remembers that their first baseball game.
Yeah, that's where we were as kids.
Yeah.
You know, growing up in St. Clair, that was our ballpark.
Right.
And that's where the games were. And we could hear it when I lived down in East China.
Yeah.
And we could hear the microphones
when
the games were going on. It was just
my.
a special part of summer.
Oh, boy.
So that's going to be a program starting at 2 o'clock and running on. But I'm working right now on getting the logistics together and getting some food down there for people. And
we'll have you back for that,
music
for the final details on that.
Yeah.
Todd, I don't have a hat on, but if I did, I'd take it off and salute you for this effort. You've been working on it for months now, actually a couple of years, and it started out as a small idea, but now it's blossomed and you've gotten some support. You can always use more support. How can people help you?
Well, maybe I'll talk the next time, because part of it I've been able to cover on my own.
Right.
And that was my goal and my commitment. But if I do the program on Sunday and if I need extra help, then I will come to the public, because I know it's a very supportive public.
Right.
So, that's in helping get the information out.
Okay.
I just want people to come, and I'm trying to make it as cost-free as possible.
Okay.
And,
well, it sounds like a real family kind of a thing,
Yeah.
and a fun kind of thing, with great food, great entertainment, lots of activities for whatever your interest is.
Yeah, it should be. It should be a good time. So I'm inviting everybody. It's not about classes, because last year there was some confusion there.
Yeah.
It's not about who graduated where and when. It's for people who grew up in St. Clair, people who visit St. Clair, people
Maybe
who
still
went to
live here in
school
St. Clair.
People who live here yet, people who are new to our town.
Yep.
I've met a lot of people last year that were there that said, we're from out of town, but we just enjoy this. People have been so friendly. So, that's what we'd like to, bring to the public.
I'm going to review the dates. August 23rd, which is a Wednesday, through August 27th, which is a Sunday. It's going to go all day long. There's information at the library. We'll put your flyer up, and people can contact you there. And they can go on Facebook, right?
There's nothing on Facebook.
Nothing on Facebook?
No, I'm not on Facebook yet. I'm on my learning curve.
Okay,
So
all right.
hopefully in the
That's
future
fine.
that'd
That's fine.
be possible.
Good.
But the big part is the library has been very receptive on being the host site for
Information.
distributing information.
Great.
And there's an agenda sheet. It's legal size on front and back with every day and every,
wonderful.
the times and everything people need to know, the cost, if there is a cost to the tournaments.
Right.
They have all that information on that sheet is picked up there. And if
Todd, you have done a tremendous amount of work.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
You really have.
It's a labor of love. It's fun.
Yeah, I can tell that.
Yeah.
I can tell that.
St. Clair's always been in my heart, and it's just something, time to give back.
Okay, very good. His name is Todd Bigger. You know that he's involved, and his involvement is wonderful. So it's August 23rd through the 27th. And if you want to get some information about it, what's going on, what kind of tournaments you get involved in, stop by the St. Clair Library. And they've got the information right there with phone numbers and addresses and things that you might need to get a hold of Todd. That's about it. We'll have Todd back as he gets more details as the month goes along here.
Yep.
So we'll look forward to seeing you beginning the end of June and the first part of July.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Sounds good. Huh?
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. I hope that you filled up a whole piece of paper with stuff from Brian Ulatowski and the Chamber about what the events are in the month of June and July, and then information from Todd. Until next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. Have a great day. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.